It's a tremendous responsibility to shape a young child's mind. It will inspire them, it will challenge them, it will bring them to places they never thought they could go.
To develop them into leaders, to learners, and great souls.
Education has to be more than just simply teaching kids facts. It needs to be able to show kids how to apply what they're learning to the world around them.
Greatness is built on true principles, and they're always true. We can become who we were meant to be, and we can do that through the way we're educated. For me, it's a classical leadership education.
As I started to read the writings of the Founding Fathers, they inspired me. The idea was freedom. Charter schools are built on the idea of freedom.
In the last 100 years, a public school education has been for everyone, and it's tried to be everything for everyone, but it was never meant to be that. Not that we don't need public school, we do, but we need more than that.
As a charter school, we have the unique opportunity to develop and build our own curriculum. We meet the state standards. As a matter of fact, we exceed the state standards in all areas of our curriculum and academics. But we're free to take the time to fully explore that often a traditional school moves quickly through because of the scope and sequence that they're required to maintain in their education.
We're trying to look at primary source documents, getting away from textbooks, and go through Socratic dialogue and discussions about those events, and really have an in-depth understanding of what it is they're learning.
Not only are we studying the greatest books that have ever been written, but we are studying the greatest people and their contributions to our society and why they changed the world. The classics can be read, written, sung. They can be painted.
We want them to be people with values and principles. Development of servant leaders is a key component to our educational program. Our older scholars often step into classrooms of small children where they read alongside them and explore great ideas, and they impact one another through mentoring.
We still are only funded through average daily attendance like regular public schools. We also have to pay for our location and a lot of other things that our public schools do not have to pay for.
Charter schools also don't have access to transportation funds. So any parent that wants to come to a charter school has to be able to bring their child.
We often have to make difficult decisions between salaries, facilities, and resources for scholars. We don't want to have to make those decisions.
A lot of people say, well, in charter schools you don't have a beautiful facility, or you don't have sporting programs, or you don't have all these extras. We make do with less to give more.
This year we've had the ability to open 2 more locations in Lincoln and in El Dorado Hills. We've opened in portables because the parents said they didn't care. They just want the school open. But there is so much that we want these families to have.
We have dedicated teachers to teach the way they've always wanted to teach, but never felt like they could. It's about inspiration.
We want our scholars to leave wanting more, always wanting to grow, and always wanting to serve.
There is no goalpost to say, you're done. And that beauty of discovering and becoming is self-perpetuating.
We need you to to be part of this freedom education. It's a more noble mission than just a classical education. Our goal is to continue to live our passion and to open as many John Adams Academies as possible in every community that desires one.
This is an opportunity for you to reflect and decide if this is an effort that you can support. And giving service or money or time is never convenient. In fact, it's almost always inconvenient, and it comes at difficult times. About 15 years ago, a great mentor of mine and the author of A Thomas Jefferson Education, Oliver DeMille, came to class one day and he said to me, "What have you done in the last week for your grandchildren?" At the time, I didn't have any grandchildren. And then he went on to say, he said, the founding fathers left their homes, their businesses, and gave of themselves. And as you think about the future, I hope that you'll consider this question: what have you done today for your grandchildren? And that's what we're inviting you to be a part of, is something greater than self that will give on and on.